YouTubers, let me get the Facebook group on. Right? Ah, yes, there they are. Whew. Yes, 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 yes. Another day. Thank you, God, for another day. For all that you do, all you have done, Father Creator of the universe, being in touch with you has heightened my life, has brought me joy, unseen joy, and for this I am grateful. So many people into my life to edify and lift me up, and I am grateful that I can also exchange this love with the world. I love you so much. And all I can say this morning is thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Be blessed. Hashem. Namaste. So here I am. Good morning. Here they come. Hey, let me see. It's good to see you guys. Come on in, share this out. You know, we're talking about the Course in Miracles, a book that has taken me through a lot of stuff, brought me into a lot of forgiveness, a lot of let me stay out of my way stuff. Let me allow Spirit to do what Spirit does. Open to change, open to being in the game, open to share an unsurmountable me in every aspect. Learning how not to judge. This is an amazing course. This is an amazing journey. And I am so grateful that I am on it. And I am so grateful for you to be here with me. It is not by mistake. It is not by mistake that you get this lesson today or any other day. And I am grateful for you coming. Thank you for coming. Let me see. Kenneth is here and Eloise. Elsie, how you doing, girl? That's my goddaughter. I love her too. Carlos, thank you for coming and thank you for sharing this. Today's lesson is on forgiveness. So before I even begin, yesterday, I didn't come on. Being that I am in a business that had me so pumped up, I didn't sleep for 2 days. I was up. And so I had to recoup yesterday and sleep most of the day. I think I came on once, and that was about business. But today we're back on stride. We're a little late because I have no job to go to. So my body says, sleep when you want to, as much as you want to, and then wake up and do your thing. Yes, I'm grateful for that. Most people would be overwhelmed by not having a job. And job stands for just over broke. I am blessed because I have retired, so I get a check every month, which pays my bills and allows me to do some things. Not everything that I want to do, but that comes with time. So now I am concentrating on building my business and building my spirit, and I love that. To know that all things are correct. And my favorite mantra or statement that I remind myself whenever I get into that mode of not enough. And sometimes we get there, and I do too. I say to myself, God is the source of my unlimited supply. God gives me unlimited supply. That's what that means. God is the source of my unlimited supply. Everything and everybody prospers me now. And I say that to myself when I start getting into I don't have, because I always have, always provides. He gives me more than enough to do the things I desire to do. And today I desire to talk about the lesson. And I guess you desire to hear it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Right, right. Okay, so let me get to it very quickly and go through it. And please ask questions. Tell me where you're coming from. Give me some fives, some hands up, or some stars. However you might feel about this, I am grateful. And then lastly, excuse me, make sure that you share this on your page. Somebody might need to hear this today. And I'm sure there we have many friends, a lot of unnecessary stuff. And we cannot allow ourselves to stand in the way of getting better. And sometimes we do. That's just who we are as humans. But the goal is to rise above all those emotions so they heal. And that's the great thing. So let me drink a little water and let us begin. Stay tuned, right? Smile happy. So the lesson says today, forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. And remember, on the 61st lesson was that I am the light of the world. Let your light shine. So today's lesson, forgiveness is my function to yourself. Is my function, the light of. See, you can't love if you don't forget. And you can't forgive in order to love. You have to forgive. So let's see what it says. It says it is your forgiveness that will bring the world of darkness into light. It's forgiveness that lets you recognize that the light in which you see. Forgiveness is that you are the light of the world. Through your forgiveness, does the truth about yourself return to your memory. So you have to remember who we are. Therefore, in lies your salvation. In your forgiveness lies illusion about yourself and the world are one. About what we think about the world is just an illusion based upon the things outwardly see, hear, feel. That is why all forgiveness is the gift to yourself. Your goal is to find out who you are, having denied your identity by attacking creation and its creator. How many of you have been so mad with God for things that happen? We've all been there. But forgiveness is the key to release you from being stuck. For this attack must be replaced by forgiveness so that thoughts of life may replace thoughts of death. Right? Dying to those feelings, those emotions, that hate, that dislike, that anger, those illusions that you tell yourself and everybody and everything. You have to forgive them. You have to forgive because we can't do that by ourselves. Spirit helps us do that. Remember that in every attack, you call upon yourself, your own weakness with every attack. While each time you forgive, you call upon the strength of Christ in you. Do you not then begin to understand what forgiveness? It will remove all sense of weakness, strain, and fatigue from your mind. It will take away all fear and guilt and pain, and it does. It will restore the unvulnerability, the power God gave his son, you, to your awareness. I'm going to tell you a story. First, let me finish them, tell you how this forgiveness worked in my life. Great. Let us be glad to begin and end the day with practicing today's idea and use it as frequently as possible throughout the day. It will help to make the day as happy for you as God wants you to be. And God only wants you to be happy. He is not that God that wants to punish you. He wants to give you happiness, joy, love, all your desires. And it will help those around you as those who seem to be far away in space. To share this happiness with you. As often as you can, close your eyes, if possible. Say to yourself today, forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. I would fulfill my function that I may be happy. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. I would fulfill my function that I may be happy. Then devote a minute or two to considering your function and the happiness and the release it will bring you. Let related thoughts come freely, for your heart will recognize these words. And in your mind, they are true. Should wander, repeat today's idea. And I would remember because I want to be happy. So forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. You remember old feelings and things just to bring you back to the point that you have to put some forgiveness on it. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to tell you how this functioned in my life. And I got a lot of stories that I could do. Hey, everybody, how are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. So forgiveness is a lot of things. For me, forgiveness allows me to love people close up and afar. Forgiveness allows me to bring my friends who I may have thought had hurt me and done the unjust thing to me. How could they do that? How could they take my money? How could they uh, just undescribable? How could I love them after they've done illusions? Remember, no one can hurt me because I give love freely. So they're not really hurting themselves in their actions. And that's a lesson that they have to learn, not a lesson that I have to learn. Those are lessons that everybody has lessons that they have to use. And we do reasonable things in the process of learning how to love. So when I get into that mode, which I don't get into now, but I remember as I was learning how to love completely, forgiveness was a great way in what I had to do. I remember belonging, and this is only one. I guess I should go back to my mother. When my mother died, I held anger with God and despair because I was put in a place that I knew she didn't want me to be. But however, Spirit knew I had to go through that to come to this. And I used to say and cry all the time. Oh my God. Every time I thought about my mother, tears would just run. Just, I couldn't control it. And this went on for a long time. I know it went on for at least 20, 20, 30 years. And as I was starting to get better, starting to learn some things about spirit, I used to say, Lord, I want to get better with this. I desire to love my mother for the time spirit started bringing the things that we did. What did she show me in the short 10 years? What did she give me that no one else could have given me? What was it? Because everybody comes into your life to teach you something. Let's see what Brian says. About this. If we might do things that we find it ourselves, we cannot forgive. We have to forgive ourselves first and ask ourselves, what was the lesson that I was to learn in that action? We meditate on the same, Brian. Today's your lesson is forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. We are not perfect. Well, that's not true. We are perfectly made, just as we are. And sometimes that perfection has to be corrected. Sometimes that function has to be forgiven. We cannot beat ourselves up, because if we beat ourselves up, we beat everyone else up. Remember, we are only an image. And we have to build the image up. And what we see outside of ourselves is a reflection of ourselves. Now, I know that's a hard thing to understand in the beginning. It's a little difficult for your mind to wrap around that thought. Everything outside of you is a reflection of who you are, whether it's a person or an action or a place. If you're living in despair, that's because inside your heart you feel you're desperate. But I'm here to tell you, forgiveness is the only way to remove yourself from that place of despair. And hearing lesson is all those thoughts that you come through your mind so that you may forgive them. Not remember how you're going on, but to be able so that you can live happily. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is in the description. And like ACIM affirmations page. Be blessed. I am RosaJ, doing it God's way each and every day. And I will see you on Monday. You are amazing. What is going on? Hi, Honeycomb. Good morning. I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe. Have a good God day. I hope that you got something of forgiveness is my only function as the light of the world. Your life will be amazing, and you are amazing. Awesome. 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 I'll see you later. See you on Monday. Be blessed.